Christopher, we are live.
Hi, everybody.
You want to come over here and join the party?
Yeah, I suppose
I
I
gotta-
can. I got a 150-pound Rottweiler blocking me.
Yeah. Zuko, you want to be on TV? Oh, let me get the ashtray over here. Hey, Ginger Ninja. How you doing, honey? I know, I got Chris is home. So we just got up a little while ago and like, let's do a live. Good morning. We got a big dog over here. Let me move this out of the way. I don't know really what helps. That helps, but let's see here. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to. That didn't really help, did it?
Oh,
Hey, Terry Christ,
here,
Pepper
so.
Steading. Hey.
Studying.
Hey, Ocean Ran.
Good, Ninja. How everybody doing?
I hear the dog breathing.
That's not me. Dog. Big dog.
What have you been cooking, Ginger Ninja? What's going on? I've been out of the loop. I've been so busy. I just haven't even really had time to tune into anybody's live streams. You see the dog going back and forth?
Flip the camera up and see.
You want to see the dog? We're babysitting. We're dog sitting. There's Zuko. Zuko, say hi.
Speak.
Say hi.
Roof.
It just gives you that look.
Does he know he doesn't usually bark?
No, he doesn't bark unless he sees something. He's home. Prepper Steading's home. How long have you been home?
Yeah, take care of some personal issues.
Oh. I haven't talked to you, so I'm sorry. Chris, I haven't been talking to Chris. I was pissed off at him. So we're just starting to talk right now. I'm still pissed, so don't even get it. Can you grab me some cigarettes? I should have done that before. What's everybody up to this weekend? We are doing nothing exciting. We are. There's the big Woodstock Fair going on, but we're not doing nothing. We are saving our money, doing stuff around here. He cleaned up the shed area. He looked at Chris like a tard. I did some videos, baked bean and cornbread casserole, fried green tomatoes, pumpkin pancakes. Wow, you go. I made a rack of ribs yesterday. They were all gone. There was no leftovers. I pigged out.
Yeah, she did. She ate like half the rack herself. Todd came out for 2 servings.
Yep, mashed potatoes and but they were the potatoes that I have in the container in the freezer. Those ones you already made, and some corn. I had to kind of watch how I stepped because the dog's right at my feet, and as soon as I go in the kitchen, he's right at my feet, in the middle. So I have to watch where I'm stepping, and because I've already.
Joe Morgan, what's going on, brother?
Hey, Joe. I already got hurt. So the first day he was here,
I come home.
I'm still hurting.
I walk in the door. I see the cat hiding on the table in the hallway.
The cat and him don't get along.
And where I sit, the table was all the way to the wall.
Yeah.
Chairs moved out.
It was just pushed all the way to that back wall over there.
And I see her laying on the couch like a crippled mess. It's like, what the hell happened? And she told me, and oh yeah.
I went out to the bank and I came back, and then where the cat dish and water is by the dishwasher, we didn't think anything of it, so I left it there, because he had just gotten here about 12 o'clock. While I was gone, he was lapping up the water out of the cat dish, and it got all over the floor and where I walked through that doorway right there. So I'm just I had my flip flops on. I had just come back. I had my hands full of McDonald's for Todd and me, and phew, I go sliding. I hydroplaned.
One leg went one way, the other leg went the other, and there's the table she met.
My foot rolled, and so my whole top of my foot is sore. And then I went like that to try not to hit my head on the table, and my hands went on the tablecloth, and it just slid across the table and slammed my ribs into the table, the wooden table.
Gardner Josh, what's up, brother?
And then I slammed my knee into the table leg, and my wrist twisted. I hurt.
And then yesterday, Sierra's outside with the dog playing, and he's standing on his toy. She went to go grab it and peeled back one of her fingernails, and it broke right at the very tip. So she's got her fingers all bandaged up.
Hurt because she had just got her nails done for first day of school, so they were quite long. Fake nails. And so it ripped. So when she showed me, she's hyperventilating because it's hurting. She's never ripped a nail. She's never had nails. You could see the blood from the middle of the nail bed coming across. So both of us are out of commission now. I just put bacitracin on it and wrapped it because we can't get the nail off because it's too fresh of a wound.
No.
So I'm still hurting. I can't breathe in very heavy, very hard. I canned chicken soup for rice. Chicken rice soup. You didn't can it with the rice, did you, honey? Terry? You probably didn't. You're probably a seasoned canner, but you don't can rice. I don't. Nobody does really. Or pasta. I'm doing the leftover thing from that every plate box I ordered. How did you like that? Was it good? Dijon herb chicken, green beans, zucchini. It's everything. It sounds good except for the zucchini. I've just been doing a few videos, cooking with my pantry prep stuff. Yep. It's good. Gardner Josh, how you doing? Like, I'm all sore right in here from trying to keep my head.
That's not blind. That's falling with style.
Oh, it was bad. I hurt really bad. Every part of me hurts from this side over, from head to toe, my whole neck. He had to spackle me a couple of times, and Sierra too, with BioFreeze.
Yeah, so you can't really see the table, but the cat is basically laying there right on the table.
There he is. Jack.
He's not liking life right now.
They don't. I got some video footage every once in a while. Oh, it's not good with these two. And Zuko is not a mean dog. He just wants to play.
He's an oversized puppy.
He doesn't try to hurt the cat at all. Because he has a cat at home too. He just wants to play. Jack has no desire to play with this dog.
Nope. It was weird seeing Jack turn into like a fluff ball last night.
Oh gosh, it's crazy.
The dog got close to him in the window and he just fluffed right up. The eyes got dark and I'm like, yep, he's not happy.
Oh, Joe, thank you for that offer on the discount code, but I'm not spending any money right now. Nope.
Things are kind of tight.
He's slowed down at work.
I haven't worked Saturdays all August.
Mm-hmm. So we are bare bonesing it and just eating what we have here and take another fake nail and slide it under where the cuticle is. The problem is it cut her real nail across the bed of the nail in the middle. Not at the end like he's saying. It's the middle of the nail. So it's
nowhere near the cuticle.
It's halfway between the cuticle and the end of the nail. So it's right across the middle of her nail. And they're so new on there that you can't even dip your finger in the acetone to loosen it because the wound is so fresh. I want to let it scab over first and heal a few days before we try to mess with that fake nail. she has it wrapped really good, and yeah.
And on top of that, it's the hand that she writes with too.
Yeah, she's a lefty. What do you guys have? I know there's a lot of super glue the nail.
We really can't super glue the nail because it's practically at the point where it's flush.
Yeah, it didn't separate very much. I think it'll heal up on its own quite well. But I tell her not to get them so long. She gets these long, pointy things that I couldn't even function during the day with those things on. So I don't think she'll be getting them that long anymore. This, this was the last. I told her she could do it for her first day of school, but I wasn't doing it anymore because her real nails were quite long now. She stopped biting them there. So we were going to focus on just letting them grow out after these were done. And it just happened. She literally had 2 days of school, 3 days of school, and then this.
Yeah, Joe, that's the whole point. That's all we can really do is to keep it wrapped and clean, because in that way, as the regular fingernail grows out, it's gonna keep going, so that way it won't hurt her when we go to take that off.
Yeah, I want to let it heal. So.
Because I've ripped out a few fingernails myself doing working in the junkyard, and I just put a piece of aluminum foil where the cuticle is, so that way the fingernail can grow back. You don't want that closing up and then having an ingrown nail.
Chicken and basmati rice. I found that I didn't. Everybody, there was like this big thing around here a couple years ago with the look at my wings, with the basmati rice. I just found that I didn't really like the taste of it. I don't know. My sister loves basmati and jasmine and all that. I didn't like it. But she has her friend Sam over today. She slept over last night. She hasn't seen her because her mom got the vid. Her mom's a nurse at the hospital, and she got sick. So the end of August, they were supposed to go to an indoor water hotel park, and that didn't happen because her mom got sick. And so we just wanted to keep them away from each other. And they don't go to the same school. She goes to a different school now. So they finally got together yesterday. Yeah, I'm going to pull the wrap off today and look at it. But Chris was out yesterday. He did a lot of yard cleanup. He mowed the lawn, cut some of the vines off the trees that were strangling all the trees. And he was out there so that Zuko could be out there running around.
And then Zuko would disappear, and he's basically like a 3-year-old child you got to keep an eye on. Can't really do anything unless somebody's there to keep watch with you.
Yeah, because we have a very busy front street, and he's not used to. He lives in the woods. His house is nestled in the woods. There's no street by him where he could get hurt. And my son, is camping at a lake at the Cape this weekend. So
I've seen a campground.
Yeah. So we're just dog sitting. He gave me $100, so I got hurt for $100. Hey, Shift Kicker. And so yeah, that's it. We're just doing stuff around here. We're going to close the pool because the water will not warm up enough for swimming.
We've been having temperatures down in the mid and low 50s the last few nights.
We've had to actually shut the greenhouse at night to keep it warm in there for the broccoli.
That since Thursday, Friday.
Yeah. So we're going to do stuff around here. I have my honey to-do list right here. I want to get him to get up on the roof before the cold snaps and the ice start, and I want to get the chimney cleaned out. We do that every year. We bought all the chimney brush and all of that. So before there's leaves up there or anything that will make him slip, I want him to do it before that. Get that chimney going. So yeah, I've got some things going, and I cleaned up all my onions and snipped them all, and I got a lot of onions. Thank God I saved that big onion bag from the farmer guy that I
Yeah.
bought that, because that filled up all my white ones. I didn't buy enough of my own onion bags to I know now I have to order some more onion bags for next year. I think I'm going to try the pantyhose method too. I want some in the bags and some in the pantyhose and tie them. Try both ways.
My stove top is out. I'm rearranging my kitchen, installing a full stove where the refrigerator is, and moving the fridge to the other end of the counter.
I wish we could do something like that, but
we really don't have the room to do any of that.
because I want a regular pull-out stove, like the normal ones we've always had, where you can pull it to clean behind it. But I have that countertop one, and I don't particularly care for it, but we just don't have the space or the money. And that would have to be something if we had money to redo the kitchen at some point in our lives. So I'm going to deal with it, but I don't really like it. I think a midget woman lived here, honestly. Everything was so small when we moved here. Oh, so yeah, we've got all the Labor Day fairs and
Proper
festivals
word
going.
is little person.
Little person.
Short people problems.
Yeah. But I figured we'd get on here. We haven't seen everybody, and Chris hasn't been around. And
I haven't done lives on Saturdays just because I'd just rather just sit here and watch TV.
just relax. I've been watching Friday Night Lights on Netflix. Oh my God, I love that show. And I remember when it first came out in the early 2000s, and I wouldn't like that because I didn't care for that kind of stuff at the time.
There's some other shows on Netflix that are like that too, like Last Chance University and All American.
Yeah, but this one was rated #1 back then. I didn't know that. And all the actors, most of them have been in shows later on that we've watched. It was crazy. A lot from The Walking Dead, The Resident, just so many.
Yeah, Shift Kicker, chillaxing.
So I've been enjoying that. Even Sierra's been coming out and sitting on the couch and watching it with me, which is really nice. So it's a really good show. He's going to have to install the hood vents above where the stove will go through. Yeah.
Yeah, our kitchen,
you've seen it. It's small.
And
it's a functioning kitchen. There's no need to change anything right now. So we're going to just focus on getting through the winter right now. I put some money on the oil account, and I'm going to keep doing that. And then I'm going to pay, like we did last year, I'm going to pay the mortgage a couple months ahead to get us through the cold snaps in the winter, so that when his hours are severely reduced, we're okay.
My boss says we got steady work going all the way until the end of December, but it all depends on how the weather wants to play it.
And steady means Monday through Friday. Their Saturdays are, not guaranteed, and that's where his extra money comes from. Is the Saturday,
because they know I'll work a Saturday. It's just not a problem.
Yeah, so we're just focusing on getting through the winter, and next year will be so much better when the work starts back up, and it's the busy part, because we don't have the greenhouse to build. We don't have any more raised beds to build to spend money on that wood and soil. So we're going to have a fresh start, and I'm going to be preparing for the following winter during the summer.
Hey, Heroic.
Hey, Heroic.
Hey, so, since you just popped up, brother, there's a new movie coming out called The Retaliators. I think it's a new version. Tommy Lee from Molly Cruz in it. Ivan Moody from Five Finger Death Punch. It's like a bunch of musical guys that are going to be involved in that movie. It's going to be real good.
If the world is just itching. Provided I don't hurt myself and I can't do anything. My broccoli's doing good in the greenhouse, though. The ones outside, I'll have to do a walkthrough because the leaves there's one plant, the leaves are just, I can see it. They're just,
I know, I saw it this morning. I was out there with the dog. I'm like, what the hell?
That netting did nothing. I put the netting back down yesterday, And sure enough, within a few minutes, there was a white moth trapped inside. So I won't be doing fall planting outside for broccoli next year. I'll just do it in the greenhouse. I've got the ones in the greenhouse are going along great. But yeah, no, I'm not going to waste my time doing broccoli. I mean, I'm watching 2 or 3 moths just.
Yeah, you see one. I managed to get one yesterday, and I turned my back, and there's 3 more, and it's like, what the hell?
Oh, you got pumpkins growing? We don't eat pumpkin here. So, and the kids are past the pumpkin decorating phase. So we don't. My dad grew a few.
There you go. You're gonna do some home. Yeah, at least you don't
Pumpkin
have to
seeds.
buy pumpkins to do pumpkin carving this year.
Yeah, that's true. I do have a few tomatoes still growing on one, but I noticed another one got eaten that turned red. So
Okay, Ginger Ninja, since you mentioned about peppers, we have a pepper plant growing outside, and it wasn't producing anything all year. And she almost
pulled it. I almost pulled it.
yanked it out and then just called it quits on it. I'm like, just let it go, see what happens. And next thing you know it, they just started popping peppers like
It looks like the plant separated into several different. I have like a bush. It's like a bush.
It's literally like a full on like a shrub. It's like, wow.
Yeah, and it's almost to the top of the cattle panel, and it's still going. I got a bunch of peppers on there.
And before we started realizing peppers were starting to grow, where she was looking at it, and she's like, "Oh my God, there's a little frog in here, a little tiny, like I mean, not even the size of a nickel." And there was like 2 or 3 of them inside the tree, just sitting on the leaves in the shade.
So I researched it because I was going to get rid of them, but no, you're supposed to leave them. They're good for it.
And sure enough, there was like 11 tiny green peppers growing, and I'm like,
they're still going and flowering.
And it's still popping, and I'm like, good thing we left it.
Yeah, I was wondering about that because Bumblebee Junction, they had a pepper plant in a 5-gallon bucket, and they bring it inside in the winter, and it's like a tree stalk. And it's been going for years. So I was like, I wonder, but would I have to dig it up and repot it?
I think so.
She put it in the greenhouse.
That root is the roots are gonna be crazy on that.
It's gonna be big, the roots, yeah. I bet you they went over to the other end of the freaking raised bed at this point. I need a heavy duty pot, a big one for that. But I know me, if I end up transplanting it into a bigger pot, it would probably die out after that. So it's not even worth my time. What is that outside? Is that
helicopter, lifelike?
It sounds pretty low. Jesus.
Yeah, it's a plane. I don't know. I can't keep up with the air traffic.
Hey, Digging for Health.
How you doing?
Welcome. I know, mine just still flowering at the top, and it's gotten almost to the top of the cattle panel, which is pretty high up.
It's literally, it's about 2.5 feet round if you think about it, where the midpoint is. It's literally a full-on shrub.
You put some hay bales around it and make like a cold frame. Put a window over the top of the hay bales, and it makes like, yeah, I've seen those little cold frames. Homestead Tussie has it, and so does Whippoorwill Holler. I'm going to be honest, I'm just burnt out from gardening for the year. I think I'm more of a summer gardening and then let it go and not bother. I do have the broccoli grown in the greenhouse because that's a cool weather crop.
But
I haven't even transplanted my celery.
Her problem is she always overdoes it when it comes to growing. Oh, I'm only going to do like last year was a learning curve. And the year before that was a learning curve. Yeah. This year, she's like, nope, I'm only going to do this certain amount of this, a certain amount of that. Next thing you know, she's got 85 tomato plants. She's got 50 cucumber plants.
Oh yeah.
And she's like, "Why do I keep doing this?" And I'm like, "Because you keep letting yourself do this." So I really don't say nothing. I'm like, "Well, just grow it, just see what happens." And we did grow quite a bit. Tomatoes, cucumbers.
I got more cucumbers outside growing. I saw the little, it's about this long already with the flower on the end. Yeah. I had another 5 or 6 plants out on the cucumber bed.
We had so much.
I'm
I
gonna
was
have
bringing
another
stuff
round.
to work like almost every day, like a little bag of tomatoes or cucumbers. I'm bringing them to work, and guys were just taking them left and right. It was just, but she has to
I had a lot.
not get excited.
I'm not doing that again. I figured out I'll do 1 large tomato and 1 cherry tomato. That's it next year.
It'll be 5 large and then 5 cherry.
And my cucumbers, I did a shit ton because I started some in the greenhouse, and now I have a second round of plants in the greenhouse going.
Here you go. You guys gotta meet me first hand.
As soon as he moves, Zuko is up. He wants to play. And he's close to me, which means I'm going to be the one getting hurt somehow.
No. He's gonna try to hide.
He stays up on the high spot. Yeah.
This cat's growl, man. Oh my god.
Never hear a peep out of him until Zuko comes around. Yeah, I know.
Todd got his hand all cut up from the cat. Just trying to get the cat, bring the cat to the other end of the house, and cat's like, "Nope, I'm not having any of this."
Oh, digging for health. I have quite the seed collection down here too, and I keep buying and buying because our Ocean State had all the seeds half off. I was like,
don't roll back, whatever you do, because Zuko is right there.
The secret to gardening is planting so much that nobody knows that half of your stuff died. It's true. I still got my potatoes out there. I had wanted to do an experiment after my first potatoes. We dug them all up. I still have my potatoes in that box over there. And so I bought 1 pound from Mary's Heirloom. So these are heirloom potatoes. And they're still growing. They're still growing.
Harvested my last 5-gallon bucket of spuds. Got 7 pounds.
Nice. Off of 1 bucket?
Yeah, I kind of averaged it. We probably had about, I think, 30, 40 pounds of potatoes.
So I went for a walk.
Basket.
I went for a walk back there where we dump all the soil and all our stuff. I have tomato plants growing out of this big mound back there, flowered and everything. They're just growing.
This was a compost pile I started a couple of years ago with the grass clippings. And then I started cleaning up everything back there. And then the neighbor kind of came over with his machine and helped plowed everything out of the way. So I ended up flipping the soil over several times, and it broke down to like actual soil, like nice loam. And plus, it had the tomato plants from last year and the year before all mixed in. And she walks over and she's like, "Is this our compost pile?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And she's like, "I got tomatoes growing out of it."
Beautiful tomato plants. They're beautiful.
If they start throwing tomatoes off it, that's fine. We'll pick them and just pull them out of there because that's still good soil. I mean, it's real rich soil.
Yep.
And I got probably enough to fill my truck twice.
Well, that's what we'll use to retop the bed so we don't have to buy so much soil next year. My turmeric is doing really good. It has huge leaves on the mother plant. Oh, I don't use turmeric. Cumin, turmeric, ginger. I don't like any of those. I don't cook with any of those at all. At all. Very limited. I did do basil, which I dried up in my dehydrator, and I've been using.
Cat.
He's fine.
He's staring right at Zuko. Like, get over here.
Yeah, they have a staring match.
He's not
the king of his castle.
Right now.
He's not the king of his castle right now, and he's not happy. And then once Zuko leaves, we're all going to get the brunt of his pissed offness, and we'll get scratched, and Sierra will get scratched. Because when they left with their dad for that week or so, he was pissed off at the kids for leaving, so he was scratching. He makes it known. Hey, Miss Southern Belle. You use your turmeric in your smoothies.
No.
I'm starting to do a little more. Like I have buckets, not buckets, but I had 5-gallon buckets with the gamma lids, and I went down this week downstairs because y'all have seen my downstairs. And I'm consolidating because some things have only like 1 bag of croutons in there in a 5-gallon bucket, and I don't buy them enough now. So I'm trying to move things around so that I can utilize my buckets better. So I took out all those. I don't know if you can see them in the back, but they're all old-fashioned oats that expired 2024, 23. So I brought those up to Mylar. I was going to make small 2-cup Mylars. I was going to cut my Mylar bags and seal them to make 2-cup pouches or so, and seal them in 2-cup increments, because that's what you use mostly when you're baking. I'll do one in like a 1-gallon pouch, but I wanted some in smaller denominations too, and put them in a bucket because I couldn't fit all those big canisters. They're like big ones. I love that name, Miss Southern Belle. Right up there with Mountaineer Mama. I love it. So, yeah.
Damn, he's got a solid neck. Everybody, she's peeking in to say hi.
Oh, yeah, there he is down here.
Can't really see it on the camera.
Oh, no.
Stand here. Oh. What are you doing? As you can see the top of his head.
Yeah, I've heard turmeric helps a lot with your bodies. Yeah. My sister does a lot of stuff with that kind of stuff.
You want to hear a 14-year-old boy get crazy? All you gotta do is open the door of Todd's room and that dog will be all over him.
Oh my God, Todd, the dog has been climbing on my son. It climbs right up on his back. And Todd doesn't have a firm voice. So they said when they dropped him off, you got to be stern. You have to have a stern voice with him. So Todd's not a stern voice child.
He doesn't have like a deep voice. Like I can yell at him and he'll know my voice, but Todd
doesn't have a stern voice at all.
What? Who you want? Huh? Who you want? Oh, what happened? What'd you do? I probably crushed his ear on accident. What's the matter? What?
Oh my God, that's a big mouth. He just opened his mouth. I don't get close to these.
Look at the size of his head.
I don't get close to these animals. I'm not an animal person. I'm just not.
The dog is literally like 170 pounds solid.
He's a very sweetheart dog, but I'm just not a big animal person. I don't like to be around them that close. Like this is close for me for the cat.
Ugh.
But I know when he puts his ears back, he's ready to attack me. So he's not like that right now.
Put it this way, this dog here, what was it, last year, I was at her son's house and we're outside talking in front of the garage, and this one just came up right behind me, put his head between my legs and literally lifted me 2 feet off the ground. This dog is nothing but power.
Yeah.
He hates going for walks. He doesn't like walks.
He likes to roam free.
Yep.
Because he can where he lives. Dogs are good for him. I miss seeing you guys on a live together. I miss you guys too. It's just I know me. I've been listening to my body and not overdoing it like I used to, because I burnt myself out. I'm going to be honest. I burnt myself out. So now focusing on a little bit here and there and not burning myself out. And getting hurt in my ribs the other day has set me back a little bit. I couldn't do much yesterday. I still can't because my whole top of my foot is just sore. Sore. My wrist is sore. So I got pushed back now. Again.
It's mad, Jack.
My sister Gail talked a lot about turmeric and the good things that it does. And my other sister is working with all those herbs and plants and things that you find in your yard, and she goes to a class on it, and she's making tinctures and things like that. She even has this little tiny dehydrator she bought, and she's doing all that. So heart health and prevent against Alzheimer's, cancer. Yeah. I'll have to have my sister make me something. She was working on menopause stuff. I know they were doing a class. One section was all on the menopause stuff. Yeah. How are you all doing? What's going on today? Any big plans for Labor Day? I might pull some burgers out. I don't know. I got to do things. As soon as I go in that kitchen, he's right there. In the middle of he just drops down in the middle of the floor. So I'm stepping over legs, and I almost dropped the whole pan of ribs last night. So I am not putting myself through that. If we have to order out tonight, I'll order out. But I'm not.
I mean, he's literally like a 3-year-old kid.
If I come in here, he follows me and drops down right over here on the floor. So no matter where I go,
his size, he can be very intimidating with his size, but really he's just a big.
He wants to be around people.
He's a big dog. He's got a lot of power. He's got a hell of a bark, but I can tell you right now, he's nowhere near aggressive or violent.
With strangers, though, he would be. If he was a bad stranger, he would know.
He walked right over to he just trotted right over next door to my neighbor's house. He was outside mowing his lawn when I was doing stuff in my yard, and I turned around and Zuko was gone. He's over there sniffing him, playing with him, and I'm like, oh God, okay. Because I don't know how he's going to react with other people being in a different area.
Hey, Sherry Leach. Good morning. I saw you over at Bev's the other day.
Sherry Leach, oh my God, I haven't seen you in a minute.
Yeah. How are you, honey? I've known Sherry Leach since I first started getting on YouTube to watch other videos at Bev's our Half-Acre Homestead. She's a sweetheart. How are you? I saw you in chat over at Bev's the other day. I think I was watching a replay or something, or a live. I can't remember.
Sherry Leach was the first one to comment on the video of me and you at the car wash. Yeah. When I looked at you, I was like, so, you want to make out?
Oh, you have bronchitis. Oh, man. I'm sorry. I hope you feel better. That's no fun.
Don't drink milk.
No. No. I heard pineapple juice helps break that stuff up, too. I have to say I've never tried it, but I've heard it does. My guys are going to the gun range, and when they get back, barbecuing. Oh, maybe I'll have to take a steak out. I got some steaks. I got lots of steaks. I have grocery bags, those reusable ones, and we had to label them. You all saw that in my freezer. And then I ran out of space in the bag, so now I have them tucked everywhere. Because I get them when they go on sale, and they're on sale again this week for his porterhouses. And I was thinking, but I have no room. I have no room.
Literally, there's no room in the freezer. She tries to find space. Look, I move this, and she'll bring bags of stuff upstairs from the freezers, like pizza rolls, chicken fries, all the Tyson products.
Because we got to use them
upstairs, and she'd be like, "Yes, I got space." And she'll go right shopping. And the minute I'm at work, she's shopping to fill those voids. And then the next day, I'll come home and she's in a little slump. I'm like, what's the matter? Well, this is on sale. There's no room in the freezer. I filled that space yesterday. And I'm like, hon, I don't know what to tell you. We don't have the money to upgrade the electrical panel because if we could, I'd say get another freezer.
I only buy them though when they're like $4.99 a pound or $6.99. I don't really go any higher than that.
Yeah,
Sometimes
Sherry.
if they look really good, I did get some that were 11 something a pound, but they looked really good. But I'm still working on steaks from May of 2020. And they're still good. So I think I'm down to my last couple that were 2020. I just rearranged our game freezer. Turkey hunting starts soon. Oh, yeah.
Yes, I know. October 18th is our bow season here, and I didn't get my license. But I have no room in the freezer. This one filled it. She filled it, and any chance she gets. I couldn't even put a freaking.
You have to, okay, this is my thing. And don't get pissed off, Lazarick. This is my rationing. Okay, this is how my mind works. You have to look at how many times you realistically go out. He did not go out last year, and every time he had time, he didn't go. He gets excited when he sees these items, but he doesn't take the time to go out.
I went out last year.
Once or twice, that was it.
No, I went out at least 6 times throughout the whole year.
We'll never agree on it, so I'm not even going to talk about it because he gets very defensive about it.
No, because there's times where I went right after work, right down the road. And I had a doe permit, and there was no does in sight. I did see a nice buck last year, though. But I couldn't get a shot off. He was gone.
Hey, Giggles. Go get your wood, Giggles. Mwah. I just had to get that out there because that's just like a running joke with her.
Get your wood and your watermelon.
Dehydrate your watermelon. Then you'll have watermelon in the winter when it's not being able to be grown. Or watermelon juice. Oh, I watched a video. Not for Nothing, I think her channel is. She's such a cool girl. Oh, I got to show you her channel. And she made watermelon juice. It looks so scrumptious. Simple. She just put it in her blender. Didn't add nothing to it. Oh, it looks so good. Sweet watermelon juice. The other day in the grocery store, they was playing the old song, Come On Baby, Make It Hurt So Good. I was like, how appropriate for emptying your pockets at the grocery store, right? Digging for health. Oh, you got a freeze dryer. Lucky girl. Lucky girl. I'm sorry. I don't know if you're a girl or a guy, but lucky. I would like one, but at my age, I don't know if I would even utilize it enough.
Lemonade.
Oh, there's a lot of canning on different strawberry lemonade, watermelon lemonade. You just can it and you put it on. Sutton's Days just did one peach juice for Phil.
Don't feel bad. She's a
Oh
girl.
my God.
She's a girl.
Hi, Andrea. Hey, Sita.
Sita, wow, how you doing?
Oh, I know, Sherry Leach. I didn't make any because I have maybe one small piece of watermelon in this. Out of all the watermelons I got, I had maybe 1 or 2 small pieces, and that was it. But the whole freeze dryer thing, I would like one if I could win one. I enter that Harvest Right one every month. They have a monthly one, and I get the emails with the scratch and dent, $300-400 off. But what I would want it for is to freeze dry leftover meals, because I watched some of these what was it, Living Traditions? I can't remember, but the channel, they gave away a freeze dryer. They had one that they got to try out, or they bought, I can't remember, and then they ended up doing a giveaway and gave away a freeze dryer through Harvest Right.
Yeah, they ended up purchased one and they gave them another one. to do a giveaway of the promotion.
I would do it because of the meal aspect of being able to freeze dry stuff that we eat here and then just bag it in a Mylar and pull out a meal, you know? And it would be good to get it so that when I get older, I would just, and I don't want to be in the kitchen, you know? But that's a lot of money. A lot. They were doing a scratch and dent, which a large one was like 3,500 or something like that. I saw. So I was like, oh, but freeze dryers use lots of electricity. Do you have one? Because a lot of the people that have done honest reviews on them, they give you the pros and cons, and they said it really didn't raise their electric bill all that much. So you have to kind of, you're going to get opinions and on both sides, depending on where you live, what your electricity costs are. So for some people, like here, just having the pool pump running 24/7, our bills are over $600. That's why I want him to shut it down, so that I can take that money now and put it towards our oil for the winter. And nobody's been swimming in it. Some people are saying, yeah, some people are saying that the cost of electricity wasn't that much. Some say it is. So I think it depends on where you live. A lot of people do that, Ginger Ninja. They set an outside section and they put that Camp Chef. That's why I bought my Camp Chef, and we've never canned on it. I even bought the round flame tamers to put on there to protect the canner. We just never have done it.
Get the camera off the computer and aim it over your back onto the floor. Oh, never mind. He was literally laying on his back like this.
Sita, how are you doing?
Well, Monty, how you doing, brother?
Hey, Paul Monty. That would be so awesome. I would love an outdoor kitchen. I know. I have a feeling by the time we're able to renovate and have money financially, I'll be too old to be doing all that stuff. So
wake up, cousin Eddie.
You were just yawning.
Yeah, there. I saw the coffee mug.
Oh yeah, I got him that for Christmas. Yeah, we got an email or something saying the electricity was going up. And then we've never had an electric bill over 600 until this year. It's been nice. We haven't had to have the AC on. It's nice, comfortable. It's 67 right now. I know. I have my Thrive Life. That's all I can handle right now. I can't. We'd have to upgrade the electrical for sure because you need its own dedicated section for it. Someday, maybe. I don't know. I'm like, it's not a, I don't know.
You'd have to make room for it.
Oh yeah, it's not that big. It's just like the size of that dishwasher out down there. So it's not something I'm dying to have.
55 here. I have 75. That's comfortable riding weather right there.
I feel like a boring person because I don't have any wild plans for the weekend, but I know if I move too quickly, I'm going to hurt myself. Just laying on the couch last night, if I move too much or the wrong way, like right this whole side, I did something to my rib. Yes, I read that, Ginger Ninja, this morning. I was reading that to him.
Yeah, that would be a big hell no. You're not
No.
controlling my comfortable zone here.
I read that. And you know what? Hey, Ark Wildman, these people, all they saw was that $100 rebate or whatever. They saw people will zoom in and focus in on what they're getting right away. And companies know that. Instant stimulation, instant gratification. What am I going to give these people now to make them do what we want that's going to affect them later? And I was like, I would have never done that. Not for $125 freaking, no. Because now, in the winter, when you're freezing, they're going to keep your thermostat at what they want. Mm-mm. Hey, Rob's a regular life. How you doing?
Sita, that's cool. You paid your car off.
Woo! Oh.
See, like you said, any sudden movement.
Oh.
What's up, Rob?
Yeah. We did that a couple years ago. We paid our cars off.
Yeah. Yeah. Mine was 2 years ago, and her was the year before.
Once you are over 40, you can fart and throw your back out, or sneeze and pee all over the. Yes, it happens to me. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna act like I'm better than all that. It happens to me.
Well, Ginger Ninja, you can be over 40 and fart, not only throw your back out, but you can also shoot yourself at the same time.
Haven't done that, but I peed myself.
What's up, Rob?
I'm nobody special, so I can tell you it's happened to me. Hence why the panty liners are a staple in this house.
She's got 2 bins full.
Yep, I do.
She's still gonna get some more just to stay on top of it.
Hey, no shame in me being honest. We all go through it.
So what have you been up to, Rob?
We sold it
Yeah, Snap-on machine and
because Rob commented on it. He's like, "Oh, I said, sounds like you need a field trip. Come up here and stay with us. You can buy it and stay with us for a couple of days."
Yeah, because he said that he would be all over that.
Yeah.
And then I mentioned that, and I said, I was like, well, road trip.
My son's coworker bought it. We made $100 profit on it. No, that was the pool.
Yeah, that was the pool deck that we got.
Oh my
That
God!
was
See,
sketchy.
dementia. That was the pool deck.
Yeah, eat more potatoes, Lee.
Oh my God!
We just got to make sure she has her dose of spuds every week. She's got a cat laying next to her.
Yeah.
And she never lets him get that close
No,
to her.
because he's up. Well, when I'm on the couch and he comes up to the side of the couch, I know he's gonna. But something like this, I kind of know he's not gonna do anything.
But half the time, he just wants to get to the top cushion and look out the window.
I have scratch marks to prove that's a lie.
Well, I did have some claw marks when I was laying on the couch one day, and he's going across the top of the cushions, and all I heard was "Get your cat, get your cat." Next thing you know, he climbed right onto my arm when I was laying sideways, and I felt all the claws dig right in, and
I still have a.
I jumped up and I just flailed my arms in the air, and he went full dive bombing right to the other side of the living room.
I still have a scratch
Don't
somewhere.
hurt yourself.
Right there.
Don't hurt yourself.
I know I can't.
You
Yeah,
need your leg
Skiggles.
locking up in one position because you're overdoing it.
I had to get potassium pills prescribed to me because I was getting such bad Charlie horses in my legs.
This cat's had a rough life this weekend, and it's not even.
We all have. The only one that hasn't got hurt is this one here.
She'll find a way.
Don't fall off the roof. I'm gonna put him on the roof this weekend to clean the chimney. Don't fall off the roof.
I ain't got far to go. But the thing about it, there's objects all the way around this house that I can land on.
Yeah, because you, Brainiac, decided to put rocks over there. Sharp rocks.
I'm not worried about the rocks. I'm worried about on the backside of the house with the garden stakes.
Oh, yeah.
Looking like that meatball in freaking Z Nation.
Oh.
When he jumped off that freaking pier and he ended up spearing himself.
Do you know, guys, I am still waiting. I placed an order 3 months ago almost for his coffee creamers, the Italian sweet cream ones, in the 180 count box. They're those singles. It's been almost 3 months, and they were supposed to come in this past week, and it said running late between the 1st and the 6th now. And they said if they don't come by the 6th, I can get a refund on it. That's crazy. And none of the stores around here carry that flavor. Hey, Firefly. Ginger Ninja. You're right. Oh, the accidents are happening here. You're at the hotel. Yes. How's things going? Are you
Hotel. Why is she at a hotel?
She texted me yesterday. She's visiting with her son, I think.
Oh.
I forgot already.
Have another potato.
I haven't had any French fries in a long time.
What did you have your dinner last night? You had mashed potatoes.
Oh yeah, mashed potatoes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh God.
I know we haven't had McDonald's when we came back from.
Well, I bought some the other day and hydroplaned across the house.
Oh.
But I ate half of my burger and half of my fries and gave my fries to Todd.
Yeah, because the last time I had McDonald's when we took that trip up to Hampton Beach, but we ended up going right by Hampton Beach. You kept going to Kittery, Maine.
Yeah. I looked in every store for my orange kickstarts and there's certain things like these creamers. 3 months now. I never have waited 3 months. A couple days and my creamers were in the last time.
Sita, what you just said in that comment, I totally agree because I remember for years my mother was telling me because I beat the snot out of myself growing up between sports, BMXing, skateboarding, all the stupid shit. And my mom even said, when you turn 30, you're gonna start feeling it. No. Yeah. I hate your mother. You didn't have to tell me that.
And he still overdoes it sometimes because I watch him.
I still get up and go to work every day. Still deal with it.
He was supposed to come here for breakfast, but no answer. He's probably still sleeping. Taters cause forgetfulness. My uncle told me that once, that he heard potatoes causes dementia, because he knew that I pretty much had French fries every single day when I was growing up. I would go down, dig up potatoes in the garden, and I'd go over to the other end of the garden and I'd get stuff for salad. So I'd go to the house and I'd make homemade French fries, and I'd have French fries and salad every day after school. And so my uncle told me that when he heard me say that potatoes cause dementia. And it's just been like a running joke in the house.
Ginger Ninja, that orange Kickstart, is that made by Mountain Dew, isn't it? I've looked at every state for my orange Kickstart in 3 cities nearby, and nobody has them. I'm bummed. That's like my coffee.
I haven't had McDonald's in years. Forgot what the hamburgers. They don't taste that great. I love my taters too. Digging for health. I have a box of them over there from the garden.
Ninja, after 40, all the check engine lights and the hazards lights start flashing.
And you know what's crazy is every time I was going, like we were around my family and things like that, and I would say, I can't do this, or I got to watch what I'm doing. Everybody would say, oh, you're acting older than you are. And I'd be like, well, because I notice that my reflexes aren't the same anymore. And I notice when I move a certain way, I hurt. And they would all make fun of me and say snarky comments. And it's like you're not the one that has to be living in the pain after you do something and you're hurting for days later.
Yep.
So I don't go and do a lot of things that I normally would have years ago, and I take it easy now because this right now, I feel like I got beat up. I got beat the hell up. Like just moving my arm, pain going down my arm. Oh, it's just awful. And then you're dragging for days later and you're not getting things done that you want to get done. That's what's happened with me. I was all set to do those oats. And
Yeah, Ginger, they're having a problem with that up here too. A lot of Mountain Dew products aren't getting on the shelves. It's like they can't get the flavors that stores are getting.
yeah, Firefly, he does. He drinks the unicorn one. I told him it's bad for him. He went from,
I don't drink them all day. They're good to have it like during I've been going to work at 3:30, 4:30 in the morning. By 12:30, I'm ready to die. I'm ready to fall asleep in the truck. I crack that open, I'm good to go until I'm ready to come home. And it's like I don't want to do anything when I get home.
an Ensure would be just as good and healthier.
Yeah. And how much was it for a case?
A lot. It was a lot. It was a lot of money. I don't know. I just gave up with that whole thing. He was doing so well with the sugar and losing weight, and I just won't go mountain climbing. No French fries can cause glaucoma from McDonald's.
Well, quit moving your arm.
I just drive the bitch with the check engine light on. Yeah. He's got to go for his sticker, but I think I don't know. Is the light still out?
Yep.
You should go get the sticker. You really should go get the sticker. But
Can't say. Sunday, they're closed. Everything's closed.
I know. Amazon has your orange kickstart. And I just drink plain water, and I'm happy with that. I don't have a problem with drinking water. My mother, she's really bad with drinking water. She don't like water. She has the best well water, and she don't drink it, and her kidneys are messed up. And I just like my plain water. Chocolate milk will give more energy than a Red Bull. Fact, Jack. Oh, Firefly. Tomorrow places are closed too. Yeah. Digging for health. Oh, have a good day. It's nice to see you in here. Welcome. We don't do scheduled lives because my life is not good on a schedule. So whoever pops in. I do it so I can get, we can be around you all.
So everybody can see that we're still alive and ticking.
Yeah, I've been getting a lot of
Sometimes the ticks skip a little bit.
I just like my water. I don't need to put any kind of flavoring in it or I don't even know what I'm going to do for dinner. I don't think I'm going to cook tonight. Oh, I don't think I'm going to cook tonight.
Yeah, she's okay. I thought I had problems.
Oh, I'm already tired and it's only freaking 10:20.
That's why I think we're a bit of match made.
My dad too, Arkansas.
Living, what's up, bro?
My dad
How you
too.
doing?
My dad too. He is almost in his, I think he's in the late 70 something towards the 80s, and he still fires up his sawmill. He don't stop. Yep, he does it all.
Goes to the mall, stacks it. He says if you ever stopped it, it would hurt. Yep.
How are you doing, Ark?
Yeah,
Oh my
brother, how you
God,
doing?
we
I haven't
miss
seen you in a long
you.
time.
I told Chris about your elderberry shooter. Did you watch that video? Oh.
I get a chance to because at work the other day was busy.
Yeah, he doesn't go on YouTube at work. Thank God it finally kicked in to the brain to not do that. Oh, but yeah, I was so happy to see that video. I was like, oh my God, he's back. Oh,
You know what we need? We need one of those bug assaults that Ark Wildman did a video on that he found. Those bug assault guns, so it can take care of the moth.
the
At the,
moth. Yeah. Oh, keep getting these white moths everywhere.
my dad's 82 and my mom's 63.
Lee's dad looks. I know my dad does looks like Santa, doesn't he? He does. We ate all the leftovers. I had my Spanish rice and chicken. I think there's like 1 or 2 pieces of chicken left, and I ate some for breakfast yesterday.
No, you had pizza yesterday.
Oh yeah, it was the day before. I can't remember. I'm telling you, my days are just
She woke up, slowly walked into the kitchen, and then she's like, "Oh, pizza!"
because I was hurting. I was hurting from the slip and fall. So I had gotten okay. So we had ordered out the other night, and I got what did I get? Oh, a turkey grinder.
Turkey grinder and a small onion pepper.
And I got a small onion and pepper pizza because I know me. The next day, when I get up, I can't eat breakfast foods every morning. I just can't have eggs every morning. So I knew I would want something, and so I saved some of the pizza for the next day, and I went and heated it up. Forgot about it because what happened? Something happened, and I
We were
forgot.
talking. Oh, Sierra's finger.
Yeah, her finger. So I had to leave my pizza in the microwave to go wrap her finger and clean it because she was hyperventilating. And oh my God, it
I
was
ain't never went anywhere. It just ain't felt like participating much in a while.
that's
I
how it's
hear
been.
you, I hear you.
That's how it's been for us. We
You've
stopped
been busy
doing.
though, right? You've been working steady.
I realized for me that I wasn't getting anything done around here, Ark. I being on the lives and I just needed to step back and get my prepping done and my housework done and the gardening, and so I had to step back, and I feel much better now. Well, except for the slip and fall, but I'm getting things done in the house, you know. So
You met her when she was 17. My father, big age difference.
wow. But you know what? Doesn't matter the age. I've never been one to say, well, except for my daughter. She's not dating anything older because I did that. I was 16. I was dating a 24-year-old, and parents had a flip show. Yeah. So
New
it
job.
depends. New job. You're not doing electrical? Oh, he's good at whatever he does, I'm sure. He's got a brain in his head. He's got a brain.
I remember that video you did about solar panels, how the power went out and then power didn't come back on.
I don't know, but the whole idea of solar panels freaks me out. That's why we've never done it. And if we did, I'd want a solar panel grid on the side of the house set up, like on a frame or something, not attached to my house. Just haven't got to that point yet. I was watching some channel the other day, this guy that does reviews on all the solar panels from
Hey, Be Charming.
what's that tool place?
Harbor Freight.
Harbor Freight. He gets a lot of the solar panels and he tests them out that Harbor Freight sells. Hey, Be Charming. Yeah, life can be busy. And I just realized I didn't need to be on here all the time. All the time, all the time. I don't need to be doing that.
Well, let's see with the gardening that you're doing.
Yeah, the
and
gardening.
the kids' dentist appointments left and right.
Oh yeah, yeah. But they had their fillings, so those are all done. All their teeth work is done. Now it's just their regular ortho appointments every month or so. Um, so yeah, I just realized, I can still do this when I feel up to doing it. And I don't need to be on here all the time. I just wanted to. My house is suffering because I'm slower now. So being slower at things, it takes me longer to do them. Like I only got one shelf cleaned off over there. Oh, I was going to do that all in one day, and I only got one shelf cleaned off. Hmm. So, but I'm also okay with it. Before I was always so high strung. I was very high strung. I needed to get these things done. Do it. And there's no time to take a break. Now I know there is time. Just slow down. You know? It's all going to be there the next day. How you doing, Be Charming? Yep, very much so. I was just spending out and sitting in the chair was messing with my back so much, like really bad for hours. I just couldn't do it. So it's working out good here now. I come on once in a while, and I got rid of StreamYard. I don't pay for it no more, which freed me up to, you know.
And we're not on it enough anyway. It's where we go over the allotted time that usually they have.
Yeah. And I come in here just to see what you all are up to.
Contractor. I work for and look at positions on engineering team for a local man. Oh, there you go.
Wow.
So that way you could be home more and closer to home and not traveling.
Oh yeah, you were traveling too. Yeah, I remember that.
Not a single complaint, Lee. Thanks.
I still get to see y'all. If Trust in God or Crazy's doing a live stream, I'll go and chat and chit chat with you all, and I get to see you guys still.
Yeah, I saw that Crazy Irish was doing a giveaway.
Yeah, she made 500 subs. I think she's over that now.
Wow.
Yeah. I missed. Oh, no, I didn't miss the giveaway. She did it later on into the stream. Yeah. Be Charming won. Didn't you? I think Be Charming won. It was a gift card for Amazon, I think.
Firefly. Lee, you remember I asked about a year ago if YouTube was taking over people's life?
It did me. It did me. And I had to reevaluate and step back and say, okay, it's a great place to get up and chit chat and do, I did it because I wanted to get over that fear of the camera. And I also wanted something for my kids and my grandkids to see when I'm gone. And I'm doing it just at my own pace.
When is the camping with Lee vid?
I know, Firefly. When he was grilling in the parking lot, I loved it. Yeah, Be Charming one. We got rid of our tent years ago when we bought this house.
Yeah, when we were buying,
We had a big,
house,
huge
we
tent.
were selling everything just so we can
Not have to
not
carry.
have leave a paper trail.
Yeah, and I didn't want to have to bring we had a big lot. It was called the Lodge. It was a tent called the Lodge, and had closets, and we sold that. And I just can't get down on the ground anymore. So, life is just hectic right now, and I'd rather not spend the money.
Can't really go camping anyways nowadays because it's too expensive.
It's way expensive up here to find a campsite.
And not only that, you can't bring your own wood to burn.
Not here.
Because ever since in Massachusetts they ever had that Asian longhorn beetle problem with the trees, campsites don't want people bringing their own cordwood in to burn. They want people to spend the money, and it's $8 a bundle of wood. It's you
5
get
little
6 to 8
pieces.
pieces with 2 little tiny twigs for fire stars. It's like
Yeah.
what is that?
It's they've up here they've regulated it so much it's not even fun to go camping.
You can't even travel through like for log loaders that deliver cordwood. They can't come from another state with it unless they have permits
Yeah, it's crazy.
and paperwork on where those trees, like the forest they came from.
And the last time I went camping, he tried to choke me in his sleep.
Wasn't trying to.
I woke up to him. I was like, no, I'm done. We ain't sleeping that close anymore. It's a hazard to my life when we. I know, right?
At the porch back door and a light. Yeah, I still remember it.
Oh God, that was something, huh? That tree is still over there with the stripe.
It's still standing. But nothing's growing on it. So that thing is fried.
Yep.
I'm waiting for it to come down.
Yep.
But
Okay, so something that was on my to-do list was for him to show me step by step how to get the generator going if he wasn't here. Okay, because I need things in monkey terms, guys. Y'all know I need it. I learn best by writing things down in steps. So, where is it? I made him last weekend. We went downstairs. Okay. I have my steps for the generator. And he walked me through step by step. Pull the generator out. Hit this switch. I even have a little note on the generator. And we went step by step. We got all the extension cords that are going to run to what appliance. I labeled all the freezers, 1, 2, and 3. We labeled the extension cords with a piece of tape on where it goes to. And we hung all the extension cords up on nails down in the basement. So those are strictly for the generator hookup. So they're never to be moved.
Sharon, good morning.
So now I feel comfortable that if he's not home, I can get that generator started if we lose power. It had been on my to-do list for a while, and I needed
had
it
to
that
remind
way.
her that Sierra is going to have to help her
Pull it out.
pull the generator from the garage to the patio, so that way it's heavy. I had to pick that thing up out of her car, and yeah, it was heavy.
Take a video of Chris doing the generator. Yeah, that'd be a good video to put up here on setting up for that.
We'll do it when we have a power out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Worth it. But yeah, I still remember that day. I almost sharded. It was bad.
I'm gonna lay.
I felt the hairs on my neck stand up.
Till 10:57. Checkouts at 11. Make sure you don't leave anything in there. Make sure you've picked up all your stuff and packed it before you just walk out. Sierra lost her charging block.
She probably had it. It was just hidden in her room somewhere.
When she went with her dad to New Jersey or wherever they went, Rhode Island, she couldn't find it. Hey, Miss Sharon.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's on the couch now. They're getting used to each other, I think, because now he's lower on the
Hear
couch.
him growl.
Yeah.
They had a little moment this morning. Jack was on the chair and he came over and Jack was trying to swat at him. I was sitting over there.
Yeah. I picked this ghetto hotel because of the outdoor pool. I was in it till they kicked me out in the dark. Oh my God, the water here in our pool is really cold.
I checked it yesterday about midday and it was 74 degrees.
Too cold. All right, we're going to go 10 more minutes and make it an hour and a half, and then I'm going to close it because my back's starting to hurt.
What's the matter?
And I think the dog wants to go out.
He's wondering where the kids are.
Yeah. I hope everybody has a great Labor Day weekend. We're just doing stuff around here. He mowed the lawn yesterday, and I'm laying on the couch trying to watch Friday Night Lights, and every time he came through the front of he'd come up and swoop around, and I'd have to pause because I couldn't hear the TV. And then when he got further away from the house, I unpaused it, and then he'd come looping back up, and I'd pause. It took 3 hours to get through a half-hour show.
Well, it wasn't bad, the front yard, because a big part of the front yard is still dry and crunchy, so it was easy to mow it.
Yeah. Still crunchy?
A little bit, not bad. A few more rainstorms, it would actually turn green again. We had a tag sale, right? The backyard, the grass is nice and green, fluffy. In the front yard, you're walking around the front yard and all you
It was so
it's like walking on French fried onions. That's how bad my front yard is, man. It's like, come on. Because we didn't get rain for a while. And they kept saying, oh, rain coming, and it would spit a few drops and then leave.
Literally, like 2 seconds of rain. And I'm like, that's a waste. I don't know. It is what it is. I don't know.
I was a few years back at the hotel.
My yard is a crunch. Yeah. Bye, Be Charming.
Have a good one, Be Charming. Yeah, so the front lawn's still a little crunchy, but just not as bad. But the backyard, the grass is nice and thick over where the leach field is, so.
Yeah. Yeah. But we're going to take the tiki torches down and close up the pool.
Yeah.
Get that done.
I'm going to get the torch out and I'm going to bend a piece of PVC pipe into a U shape so I can get up behind the damper and clean the vacuum out after I do the chimney. You know, the damper for the flute.
Over here?
Yeah, for the fireplace.
Mm.
So I can get up inside with the shop with the fireplace vacuum.
All right.
I'm going to do a U shape or a J hose so I can get up behind it and vacuum it out from all the.
All right, yeah.
when
You
you
never
brush
did
it.
that before. So it's probably due. Yeah, I want to, because we can't risk. He does clean it every year, but I want a good cleaning this year, a nice thorough cleaning, just to prevent any.
To give it a good brushing. It just
Yeah.
you go up and down 4 or 5 times because it's more of a rectangle style chimney with the inserts, and our brush is I think it's 11 by 10, so I go up and down 5 times, and I'll pull the brush out, and I'll go down the other way five times, and it cleans it nice.
Yeah. I don't want any soot buildup in any kind of freaking fit
But
chimney
trying
fire.
to get the fireplace itself looking like it was when we first moved in, it's kind of hard to do.
I gotta research it because there's a special cleaner you can get because we got all black in there, but you have to spray it, really dampen it and spray it and let it sit. And I got to do some research on it, on how to clean your fireplace. So, yeah. Well, it was nice to see everybody in here. Some people we haven't had for a while. Arkansas Living, yeah. And Cedar and Sherry Leach. And all the regulars. So we're going to let y'all go and we're going to start our day. And I'm going to have him spackle me with some more Biofreeze because my back's hurting really bad. But everybody have a great Labor Day weekend and rest up and have fun. And
Kicker's boys and grandson just pulled in, so they're going to be leaving.
Oh, they're going to have that barbecue.
Arc Living, it's good to see you, brother. I hope everything works out well for you with your new job.
Yeah.
Give your family our love.
Yeah. Say hi to Pickle.
Oh, yeah, Pickle.
That cute little boy. All right, guys. We will see you on the next time. We don't know when. We just kind of pop up when
We'll
we.
probably do a little video on our chimney cleaning.
I'll take a picture, a video of Chris up on.
I remember the first time I was up on the roof, she comes pulling in the driveway and she gets out of the car. What are you doing up there? I got the garden hose. I'm cleaning out the gutters. But why are you on the roof? It's easy to clean the gutters when you're on the roof.
Things happen.
Well, I got the lean-to over there to break my fall if I go.
I'm gonna put
On,
a.
them,
we
on,
go-
on this side of the house over here, I got spruce bushes on the side, so I could be like Clark Griswold on when he falls off his roof. You could be in the bushes, spitting and
We
needles
gave
out.
Prepper Stedding our trampoline, so we don't even have that to lay down and catch your fall.
That just makes it worse.
Oh, anyways, I'll
That
try to
would
get some.
probably break my neck.
I don't really want to like distract him while he's up there. I need him he needs to make a paycheck.
As long as there's no pointy things on the ground, like the stakes on the garden beds,
Oh
that I could spear myself.
yeah. Oh gosh.
Yeah, Lee, how you like your husband on a spigot?
Oh my gosh. All right, guys. Have a great day. We'll see you all
Yeah,
on the
good
next
seeing you
one.
guys. Have a good Labor Day.
Bye.